What is going on, everybody? Zyonik here, and in today's video we are checking out a battle submission from Remonstar, who submitted his battles. He's bringing a really unique team to the Ultra League for Go Battle League. He is bringing Gallade, Lapras, and Cresselia. Now, Gallade is fantastic, guys. I love using it in Great League and Ultra League. It looks phenomenal as well. It has access to Leaf Blade in close combat, great coverages against the meta. It is very frail, and the fast move of Confusion still does a lot of nice damage, especially against fighters like Poliwrath. And Leaf Blade will one-shot Pokemon if they don't shield, like that Swampert right there. Maybe that person was unaware of the moveset that Gallade had. Now, he is swapping into Lapras right here against Giratina Altered. Now, this fight is probably before the update. So if you're wondering, this Giratina still has the normal Ancient Power because recently Niantic updated some of the moves. If you guys want to check out that video, there's going to be a link coming up right here about the new updates to different move sets and stuff like that. But Lapras versus Giratina Altered is really strong because it has access to Ice Shard and Ice Beam, which are both going to be doing super effective damage to a Giratina Altered, but Lapras does need to watch out for that Ancient Power. It's going to be doing super effective damage as well. But Cresselia as well is a fantastic counter to Giratina Altered with that Moon Blast that's going to be doing super effective damage. But as we see right here, this Lapras is going toe-to-toe. He looked to swap potentially on this Ancient Power right here, but the Dragon Claw actually is going to come through. So he might be able to finish off this Giratina Altered, which he is. He's going to be able to get to the Ice Beam in time. Lapras is just really solid, guys, in the Ultra League. I would definitely take a look at getting yourself one if you can. Now, this is a double legacy, so Ice Shard, Ice Beam, fast move, charge move. And right here we see it gets to charge moves very, very quickly. It's able to get to a Surf, and now we're going to see the Gallade come in and go for the close combat. This is absolute destruction here in game one. Close combat going to be doing some nice neutral damage, and that is going to be taking out the Alolan Muk. So really solid play there from Remonstar. So here we go. We're going to be going into game 2 here. This is at rank 8, about 2300 MMR. So pretty high. Still some great battlers in here, and let's see how this next game goes. Okay, Articuno. All right, so Articuno is really strong, guys, in the Ultra League. It's probably one of my favorite Pokemon that I love to run on my team because of its ability to get off Icy Winds, which will do give your opponent a nerf basically to your attack. It'll go down one stage. But he's able to get off a Leaf Blade here. Let's see if this goes shielded. It does go shielded. Okay, really interesting to see here. But he's actually going to be able to get to close combat before another... Ooh, okay, he's going to have to go double shields right here. This close combat, if it lands, will be taking out the Articuno because it is going to be doing some really heavy neutral damage. But even though he might not be able to take it out because of the -2 on his attack... Okay, yeah, barely not able to take it out, but Confusion is going to be able to finish it. So Gallade able to sweep or take out the Articuno right there. Now we see a Giratina Altered come in. We see the Cresselia now come in versus this Giratina Altered. Cresselia is really thick, guys, for the Ultra League. It's a fantastic Pokemon. Again, costs a ton in terms of resources. You got to get that second charge move. It's a legendary, but if you guys can do it, it's definitely worth it. I think Cresselia is really, really strong, and we see the swap into Swampert right there. So really great swap by his opponent on the Moon Blast right here, and we're going to see the Lapras now come in against the Swampert here. So pretty good call right there to swap out because Cresselia doesn't need to worry about that Ancient Power or Dragon Claw. It's going to be doing a little bit of neutral damage, but Lapras does have to watch out for Ancient Power, and since he has no shields, it's better to bring in Lapras versus the Swampert and go for Ice Shards and Surf, which are going to be doing some nice neutral damage instead of keeping Cresselia in. So we're going to see Swampert go for probably a Hydro Cannon right here. I think that was a bit too quick for another Earthquake, yeah. Hydro Cannon right here, but he's going to be able to get to a Surf in time. This will be finishing off the Swampert, and then Giratina Altered is going to be coming back in with a little bit of loaded energy, so he might be able to finish off with an Ancient Power before he can get to another charge move. Ooh, no, he's going to swap. Okay, interesting swap right here. We're going to be seeing a charge move coming through. This is likely going to be Dragon Claw. No, it's going to be Ancient Power. He's fishing for the boost right here. Ancient Power might do a bit more damage in the mirror. Okay, so we're seeing the Moon Blast now coming through. This is going to be doing super effective damage. This is what's great about Cresselia. It's going to be able to hit really, really hard with charge moves. and you're super tanky right here. Now, this charge move right here, probably Ancient Power or Dragon Claw, one of the two, will be finishing off. It's going to be Dragon Claw. We'll be finishing off the Cresselia, but Lapras has Ice Shard, and all it has to do is get off. Well, actually, he has a Surf as well. The Surf now will be taking out the Giratina Altered here in Game 2. So really solid play right there. Gallade just showing how strong it can be on that lead. If you catch things like Swampert, Poliwrath, you know, maybe Registeel as well, it's going to do really well, but you have to watch out for Charmers, you got to watch out for Ghost, you got to watch out for like Psychics like Cresselia as well, might do pretty well. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Gallade versus Poliwrath. This is what we're talking about right here. Confusion's going to be doing super effective damage, plus Leaf Blade as well, so this is going to be some destruction right here. Will we see a shield, however? This is likely going to be Ice Punch. Oh, he does decide to shield, and it's going to be Dynamic Punch. No need to shield the Dynamic Punch because you are a Psychic typing, so it won't do a lot of damage to you, but Leaf Blade is going to absolutely destroy a Poliwrath, and we see the swap now into Giratina Alter, so he's probably going to come in with the... Oh, he comes in with the Cresselia. Okay, really, really interesting right there. He might have been able to come in with Lapras, but I guess he didn't want to worry about Ancient Powers as well and having to shield. So great call by Remonstar right here. Now he's going for the Moonblast. He's not going to joke around. He just wants to put on huge pressure with super effective charge moves right here. He does get the final shield, which is great to see. And this is a Dragon Breath variant Giratina Altered, so it's not going to be able to get to charge moves as quickly, but Dragon Breath damage does add up. The Ancient Power coming through, no boost coming through, but he's going to be able to get to a Moonblast in time. This will get Giratina Altered very low. It may not take it out. I think it's going to be able to survive with a little bit of health. Yeah, it still survives, and it's going to be able to get to another charge move right here. Now, it'd be interesting to see if he decides to shield, but I think the Dragon Breath would take him out before he can get to another charge move. No shield coming through. This is where maybe Lapras might come in, or maybe he tries to go for Gallade. Yeah, he's going to bring in Lapras. He's going to look to farm a lot of energy right here. And remember, Poliwrath just used Dynamic Punch, so it doesn't have a lot of energy. And we see the swap instantly into Gallade on the Leaf Blade right here. Great swap by Remonstar right there. This Leaf Blade will be taking out the Poliwrath, so fantastic swap, and we'll see what the final Pokemon's going to be. It's going to be a Snorlax, so this close combat is going to be doing a ton of super effective damage, but he isn't able to get to it in time, but that's okay. He still has a shield. He's going to be able to block this Body Slam. Go for the close combat right here. This won't take out the Snorlax because Snorlax is just so thick, guys, but still with confusion damage, he's going to be able to finish it off nicely, so that is going to be a great Game 3 right there. So really solid play with the Cresselia and the Gallade right there. And we're going to move into Game 4 right here. So I really like seeing teams that don't have the typical Giratina Altered, Swampert, what have you. So this is a really nice team. Now he loses this lead pretty hard. He needs to go into Cresselia right away. And his opponent is opting to stay in, which is fantastic. This is kind of what you want. You want your opponent to have a false sense of security and not keep that great matchup that he has of Giratina Altered versus Gallade right there. So now Cresselia is going to be able to go for Moonblast, again doing super effective damage, and his opponent just realized, oh, maybe I should have swapped out right there. That Cresselia's charge move just did 60% of my health. Again, Cresselia doesn't need to shield any of these charge moves, but the Giratina Altered is going to have to shield, but he did get the boost right there. Okay, so he's going to go for Future Sight now. This will likely be shielded because Giratina Altered did just get the boost, which we do see the shield. Oh man, a boosted Giratina Altered is so scary to deal with. We likely won't see a shield right here. Oh, he does shield. Okay, is he going to look to get to another charge move in time? Oh man, he can't get to it in time, but he does expel all the energy from Giratina Altered, which also works. He's definitely going to have to go into the Lapras right now and hope to be able to take it out before he can get to too many Ancient Powers. And we see the swap out into Registeel. Really interesting choice right there. Now he does have his Gallade, so interesting. He might be able to swap right here if he decides to. Yep, he's going to go ahead and swap. I think he could have swapped before sending off the Surf. He could have saved that stored energy, but this is still a great call. Now he is going to have to shield the Flash Cannon coming through right here. It would still do a ton of damage. Gallade is very squishy, and he's going to go for the Leaf Blade actually, hoping to shield bait right here. So the Flash Cannon going to be coming through from Registeel. It does quite a bit of damage, as you guys see. For neutral damage from a tank and not a glass cannon kind of Pokemon, that is still a ton of damage. We do see the shield come up, so great shield bait right there, and now he needs to get to the close combat to finish off this Registeel, which is going to be really, really great for him, and then he still has the Lapras in the back for that Giratina Altered. Now, he still has that third Pokemon, so we're going to see Giratina Altered come in, actually use some energy. I think the Giratina Altered could have committed to the farm down right there, by just using Shadow Claws to finish off. And we're going to see Lapras come in, finish off with fast moves. And then we are going to see the Swampert now come in. So he can just go for Surfs right now. Lapras is very thick, and I think it's going to be able to outpace this Swampert in terms of damage, because Swampert's going to have to get to Earthquakes in order to do a ton of damage to Lapras. Hydro Cannon just won't pull its weight in terms of damage. And as you guys can see, it's starting to add up right now, Ice Shards and Surf. Now, this is definitely going to be an Earthquake. I don't imagine it'd be anything else. Yep, it is going to be an Earthquake, but now it's going to be a race to the charge move because a Hydro Cannon from this range could potentially take out the Lapras, but he is able to get to the Surf in time to finish off the Swampert, so that is going to be a great game 4. Really solid showcase right here by Remonstar. When it comes to using that Cresselia, I think that Safe Switch Cresselia is just really nice, and as you guys saw, it kept that Giratina Altered in too long instead of maintaining the positive win. Oh man, Gallade versus Venusaur. So this is an absolute destruction. Confusion is going to do so much damage. So if you're running a Venusaur, watch out for Confusion users like Gallade or potentially Cresselia. I know there's a bunch of others, but these two right here, as you guys can see, Confusion alone is going to be completely farming down this Venusaur. And he can get to it before, he can just take him out before Venusaur gets to a second charge move. That's absolutely ridiculous. Now we're going to see the Clefairy come in, and we're going to see him go for a Leaf Blade right here. Leaf Blade's still going to do some heavy neutral damage, and he can probably go for back-to-back, but he is opting to swap out now into Lapras, but he maintained that energy in the back, so he probably still has another Leaf Blade ready to go in case he sees a Swampert in the back. Now we have Lapras here versus the Clefable, Clefable. And we have Giratina Altered swap in here, so he's going to be able to get to an Ice Beam in time. I don't think the Ancient Power will be able to take him out from this range. Yep, it's just Dragon Claw, so great call by him. He's going to go ahead and go for Ice Beam. If this goes unshielded, it's going to do quite a bit of super effective damage because it is an Ice move versus the Dragon typing from Giratina Altered. It does go shielded. And remember, guys, he still has the Cresselia in the back, which is a big, thick boy. Now, he's likely going to let the Lapras go down right here. He does, and it doesn't get to the Ancient Power, so he's actually going to be able to get off another Ice Beam. So great call right there. Really punishing his opponent for not going for Ancient Power, able to take out the Giratina Altered, and then the Clefable is going to be coming back in. And we're probably going to see Gallade come in and just go for Leaf Blade. Yep, Gallade comes in, instantly goes for the Leaf Blade, and this will be finishing off the Clefable. So really solid play there from Remonstar, showcasing how strong Gallade can be, how strong Cresselia is, how thick Lapras can be. So I really like this team. It definitely looks really strong, but there is a lot of dust investment. You got to really power up these things, and the second charge move cost is quite high for all of them. So if you're looking for some more diverse Pokemon for the Ultra League that aren't Giratina, Swampert, those starters, this team looks pretty strong, so definitely look to check it out. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.